Hi guys, welcome back. It is for Tara's Films and
Doug 218. How's it going?
It's going well. How's it going with you guys? Well, it is Masterchef, season number 10, episode number 12.
The episode's entitled King of the Crabs.
And of course, as we know, it is the elimination episode because if you remember, yesterday, they,
Okay, hold on.
You know, if I remember.
So they had to, this is basically their immunity challenge that they're doing today.
Oh, yes, it was the immunity challenge, sorry.
And
because tonight is the elimination.
Tonight's the elimination.
So it's kind of like a mystery box type challenge.
And so, special guest, they hyped him, and it's like, this man knows everything about seafood.
And Chinese cooking. Japanese cooking.
He's the top Japanese chef.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, it took us 10 years to get him. Masaharu Morimoto, the Iron Chef.
Has the best record.
Ooh.
Of course, he's the only really Iron Chef that's been doing it from the beginning in Japan. So
He's one of the original Iron Chefs.
Yeah.
So
good show, too.
Oh, it was a fantastic show. So basically what these guys get is the Alaskan king crab.
It's huge. And like they were saying, one could be worth $500. So they were saying, we don't want to see anything like crab cakes.
Yeah, so nothing simple.
Well, because, elevate it.
Yeah.
Like, use it to its full potential because it is an expensive crab. It's an expensive fish or shellfish.
So before they even got to cooking, there was a master class with Gordon and Morimoto showing them how to break this thing down.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was cool to see, and you could see there was a lot of Morimoto fans.
Oh yeah.
In this series of contestants.
Well, plus because they make it look so easy.
Oh.
And how they do it, like how they break it down. It's so easy and like effortless. Well, of course they've been doing this for years, so yeah, of course it's gonna be easy for them.
It's too bad that his Morimoto's English wasn't a little better because his accent's so thick.
They had it subtitled.
Everything he said was subtitled. But just, it was effortless. They broke it down, took all the meat out, and then rebuilt it. The skeleton.
A crab shape.
So.
But they didn't have to, well, they had to break it down, but they were showing them how to break down a little easier. And where they can get the best meat and how to get the most meat out of the crab. So they didn't have to, put it in crab shape or anything like that, but they had to make a dish. But not, anything like crab cakes or things like that. And actually, at one point, Sherry was saying she wanted to do a salad. And they're like, and Morimoto's like, salad with a crab, and how to explain it, I don't know if she quite understood what he meant, kind of thing, because he was talking about the shell and the how much meat and all this kind of stuff, but just how he explained it, I don't think she quite understood what he meant by it. It was kind of I don't know, I don't really quite get what he was saying either, really, and not because of his accent, but just how he was explaining it, and that, of course, could be because of an English. He may know what he's talking about. It's hard for him to get it across in English.
It just seemed like a very long, convoluted way of
trying. Well, it's a weird way. It wasn't even just that it was long. It was very convoluted though. But he's talking about the shell and he's talking about the crab and doing more onto this and have this on. It was like, okay, I have no idea what you just said, but
so.
But I believe she did do kind of a salad, but
you saw some really unique dishes.
Oh yeah.
Nick tried to do a sushi burger with this thing.
Right.
And
I didn't know it looked like a sushi burger to me though.
It looked like Alaskan king crab mixed together with rice, and he tried to
and then he covered it, I think, with shell.
I think
That's what it looked like.
But what he didn't...
But then they were like saying, you know, he put too much crab. I believe he was
Oh.
that he put too much crab.
No. He did try the sushi burger, but the rice wouldn't hold up. So he had to scrap this thing, and then made this little dinky salad with about $100 of king crab.
And they were saying that,
like this.
Yeah, and they were saying he used too much crab.
And Morimoto looked at him.
And Morimoto was like, "Oh, this is a sushi burger, or not sushi burger, crab burger."
You should have made the sushi burger.
Right. Probably would have turned out better.
Probably.
Well, they even said it's showing his immaturity.
Yeah. How
young he is and his inexperience, by because he put too much of the crab on there. So, but if you're spending a lot of money, let's face it, a king crab dish is going to cost a lot of money.
Ooh.
Well, I think I'd want some crab in my dish. If I'm putting out that kind of money,
yeah,
I want the crab. I don't want a little tiny bit. I'd want more crab than that. But
well, you know.
I mean, it's a big crab. You're telling me you can't put more than a dinky belt? Come on. Especially if they're charging an arm and a leg for it.
It was like almost that... There, that's about as much crab as we can put on it.
Yeah, and he had the, like, 2 legs kind of thing.
Crisscross.
Like, crisscross, and they said that was too much, so... They got $100 just for 2 legs.
Suba tried to do his thing with, his flavor set.
Yeah, I find this funny. We talked about this. He does tend to go back to his own, what he's used to. Yeah. Like his own, like curry and
he's Indian. He's got
Indian, that kind of flavoring. But and they don't seem to say anything to him about that. But when Sherry does it, they're like, "Oh, can't you cook anything besides Indian?" I mean, like, okay, double standard here, kind of thing.
Kind of.
You know, I think if they want to see more from her, they should want to see more from him because he tends to default a lot to his Indian flavors too.
Well, I think.
Can you cook something else?
Yeah.
That's the point of Masterchef. Yes, we know you can cook this. Can you cook any other cuisine? But that's not with Indian flavors.
Because now I'm not impressed. I've seen everything that
yeah, because again, you're doing kimchi and you're doing or curry or in every dish. So, I mean, can you start doing something other than that? Like, can you do French? Can you do Italian? Can you do what? Like, can you do something other than Indian?
Then we had, like...
I don't think he did that.
He did Indian, it was a...
No, but I'm saying, I don't know if they really... I don't think they said too much bad, but I don't know if they were that impressed with it either.
They just kind of, okay.
Well, it's kind of what they've already seen from him,
so... Renee kind of had a bit of a meltdown. She was trying to do pasta, and the pasta was sticking.
And the mixer just threw it out.
And Joe's like...
Why'd you throw it out?
Saw, like, the pasta leaving, and he's like...
Well, she threw the whole ball of dough, and the garbage was clean. And he's like, "Why'd you throw it out?" And she's like, "She couldn't get it to work in the pasta maker.
It was sticking. I can't use it."
And he goes, "Well, why didn't you call me?" Well, actually, what about you guys? I wouldn't think they were allowed to ask them for help. It's competition, you know. So I wouldn't have defaulted to asking them either. But apparently, I guess he can.
And he talked her through it.
So he did help her through it. But so she did end up doing pasta.
Then what they found out...
And they did like it.
Then what they found out was 3 of them were getting immunity. Usually it's just
It's usually just 1 or 2, depending on what it is.
But this time they said 3.
Well, they did that also because so many of them they liked.
Oh.
They ended up liking 6. That's unprecedented, and then half of them are going to get immunity. So,
and one of them would get a special prize, a 4-top dinner at any of Chef Morimoto's restaurants anywhere
in the world.
In the world.
So, out of the 6 that he liked,
Dorian.
Dorian. He liked Dorian, which was she did fried green tomatoes. And
Dorian, sorry guys, trying to find it here. Where is Dorian's? There's everyone else but Dorian.
Of course.
Of course.
But I know she did fried green tomatoes.
Oh, okay. She did a herb and citrus king crab salad with fried green tomatoes.
Nice.
As she corrected Joe, and Aaron corrected Joe. It's not tomatoes, it's tomatoes.
Yeah.
And a spicy aioli.
Right.
So
and actually, even when they were talking to them during the show, they came over and they liked when they tested.
Yeah, they liked the flavors.
What she had done. So I had to figure she was going to be one of the 6 they called up. They liked Micah.
Now, Micah's
severely allergic to
shellfish.
Crustacean, so he couldn't even taste. The only thing he could taste was, I believe, was aioli.
He did a squid ink risotto with king crab and saffron lemon aioli.
And that's pretty much all he could taste. He couldn't taste the squid ink risotto or the crab. So they were actually saying, because squid ink can be very overpowering, they're like, it's a risk considering he's never tasted it, but they actually really liked it.
Because they said the saffron lemon aioli leveled out the squid ink, because supposedly squid ink has a very a high zinc flavor. If anyone knows what zinc tastes like, please give us a comment. So he got it. And the one I was kind of proud for was Fred.
Yeah, Fred was in there.
Fred.
His was a pretty dish, too. He called them Chinese lanterns.
And I just thought it was king crab stuffed lanterns with crab and fennel broth. So basically,
very pretty.
They had to take the broth and pour it over the end. So when it came time to announce,
Fred's the one who actually
won it.
Yeah. But there was 3 others, too, that were in the top 6.
But those are the 3
that were safe.
One was Sherry.
Sherry they liked.
She did king crab salad, so you can kind of see.
She actually was one of the ones who got immunity, I believe.
You can kind of see the running theme.
Right.
Yuzu vinaigrette and green apple pickles and avocado mousseline. Now this is the white lady in the show who's married to an Indian man, and
pretty much like we said earlier, she mostly cooks Indian, and so they wanted to cook other things.
And so
she has been since, and they said, "See, you can cook," because she always seemed to have this inferiority complex. Maybe it's her mother-in-law, but that she can only seem to cook Indian well, kind of thing, but she actually can't cook other things outside of Indian. So. And
Joe said, you should get your Indian mother-in-law to taste it. It'll turn her hair blonde. and Nick was there. Nick was in this 6. He had
he's the last one.
Butter poached king crab with smoked sunchoke, creamy corn puree, and a fennel salad. They said his dish kind of showed his immaturity, but what he lacked in maturity was the taste and everything. That was his saving grace. So
those were the 6, and 3 who got immunity was Fred, I believe Sherry, and I believe Micah.
So they went up top.
So they won't have to cook in the elimination challenge tonight. The other 3 do, along with everybody else.
And so as Gordon's leaving, he goes...
Which is a mystery box challenge.
You know, he goes something about, dough. Right,
yeah. So we're thinking it was either pasta or baking. But when you look at the actual preview, it looks like it's going to be a baking challenge. And it looks like some people don't do very well.
Yeah.
See, that's one thing with a lot of cooks. They don't do baking very well. Because it's very precise baking.
In pastry and that, if it says a cup of flour, it's a cup of flour.
Right. You can't really play with it. It has to be exactly a cup. Whereas cooking, you can kind of play with it a little bit, which is what a lot of them like better, because I think they could be more creative.
A little more salt, a little more pepper.
Right. You can always add, but with baking, you just can't do that.
Yeah,
it has to be so precise.
Exactly.
Or else it's not going to work. So, and a lot of them don't like that. That's why a lot of really good cooks don't like to bake or not good dessert makers. So it looks like some people are going to have problems with their desserts tonight, but we will let you know tomorrow. how that goes and who won and who went home, and if more than one went home.
Exactly, because, hey...
Sometimes it does. They seem to be doing that.
They'll pull the trigger on one or two.
They have done that,
yeah.
so we'll see. Well, that's it for today. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when you upload. We'll be back again tomorrow to tell you who got eliminated and who won tomorrow. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having.
Oh, no problem. And thank you guys for watching. It is greatly appreciated. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye, guys.